I'm getting better at talking to the camera. Do 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 do. So look what happened to my ring, right? This thing has many purposes, right? You need to read the lyrics for the song Symbolic by the band Death, or maybe not, maybe not. Symbolism, okay? Find stuff that resonates. So my landlord or some goddamn guy like, oh yeah, okay, so there's a volunteer program that I'm working with to help Sikh, not sick, not as in me, for example, in my brain. Yo, Sikh, like I love these people, like the Sardars with their turbans, the Sikh people, they don't cut their hair and they got like, yo, the beards and things like this. Anyway, so this is a Chromebook and I cannot like laud this thing enough. Like this thing deserves no end of accolades, right? I keep talking about this thing because I hate Google. Frankly, why do I hate Google? Well, there's many reasons. Like let's just say they're evil. So nobody's in the mosque. I was here. Typical crap, right? I don't even say Salamun alaikum to these people anymore. What people? So-called Muslims, right? So it's like I start fighting these guys. I'll be like, Salamun alaikum. And then they look at me and they're like, this guy, this ugly little guy, bad first impression, eh? So now someone's going to come in here any second and say, hey, no filming in here, no filming in here. And I'll point out, I'll be like, yo, brother, you see this goddamn thing right here? Because I was a security guard, right? And so I pay attention to these things. It's a camera. So just get the hell out of here and go home without getting slapped and call it a day, right? Like I'm that guy now. I don't know what to tell you. Like I'll just slap someone. I can't help myself. I'm trying to get over this thing. I'll just punch some goddamn guy. Like this thing, you don't want to start with me. I'm serious. Like I don't even use my hands, right? I'm a taekwondo guy. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like this is one of the things I wanted to share with you basically, which is like this is Scarborough Central Mosque. It's one of these mosques, right? There's many mosques. This is a really nice mosque. I live in Markham and right around the corner from where I live is a nice mosque, and it's like boiling outside, right? And it's like, yo, you can see the sun blazing in through there. And it's like, I decided to go downtown. So I decided to be creative. I decided to bike to like this mosque and then blah, blah, blah. And then, like instead of waiting on my usual corner with the usual people and the usual vibes, guys, like Prophet Muhammad used to walk around a lot, like from city to city, let's just put it that way, right? And, when he was in Medina, which means city, Medina to Nabawi, the city of the Prophet, right? Or Medina to Nur, the city of light. It used to be called Yathrib. He was born in Mecca, as you know, where the Kaaba is. He used to sit outside of Medina and open his shirt, peace be upon him and his family, so that he could feel the air coming from Mecca. Someone asked him, what is this? What are you up to? Like, this is what I assume because this is what's said about him. So until this point, having read this, I'm now a patriot. Like I'm a Paki. I'm a goddamn Paki. And we're about to be invaded by India, so I'm a goddamn Indian. I don't know what to tell you. This is facts. This is an Islamic revelation. Harab al-Sind bil-Hind. Harab al-Hind bis-Sin. Harab al-Sin bil-Rus. Sind is Pakistan. Hind is India. Sin is China. Rus is Russia. So my wife's pastor in Calgary, she's Christian. He's like, yo, he's right, of course. He's a very, very amazing man. He is a real estate magnate, more or less. I don't want to speak his business. Pastor Alfred, if you watch this, hello, and you know how much I respect you. I just want to say that he says to me, and he's right. Of course he's right. I'm not going to argue with something like this. And besides, I respect this man too much to just put anything in his mind that he's not focused on. I'm just like, I don't want to be a distraction for this guy. I helped him build a website for his church. I was like, yo, I can't do this because I'm a Muslim. And he's like, listen to me. I renovate houses, okay, guy? And he's like, if I build a house, something like this is the shape this conversation took. And I liked it, and I did it for him. And I handed the keys of this website over to some people, like one person and the next and the next and the next. I told my friend, this pastor, Pastor Alfred, I hope you don't mind. I don't know if you're going to watch this, but Southwood Church of Calgary, okay? The point of having a website is what? It's just like business cards are redundant. Resumes are more or less redundant. The thing that matters is you. You don't need a goddamn resume. Just go somewhere. Like I'll show up somewhere, like for example, I'll show you. Because like in sales, we like to establish credibility, right? Nice brand, eh? You gotta always have these little things, like you gotta represent. You're representing something, right? You might as well know you're representing something. So now, I got a forklift driver's license. My Sam Giancana shades, mandatory. All right, so the lighting is bad. Pay attention, guys. If you're making movies, now you see what a difference this makes? Now, maybe that's too much. I mean, the point is, pay attention, guys. I mean, that's, if you want to get something out of this video, just pay attention. This song by Chuck Schuldiner, rest in peace, who started the band Death when he was 18, died at age 32. Symbolic was the penultimate album, second before the last. Here's a line from this song. The only way to learn is be aware and hold on tight. He says in this song, I close my eyes and sink within myself, relive the gift of precious memories. I'm very proud of this. It's a forklift driver's license, okay? So, Canada health card. My last health card, I was like, I had this like gangster look, and it was so funny, but it was silly because, you know, it's like Imam Ali said, what a difference between, this is my forklift driver's license. I'm very happy and proud to show you that I paid $500 for this. Took me a couple of months, few weeks back and forth, like to get all these, like there's 4 kinds of different forklifts, 5, whatever. Yo, I mean, I still run into a situation where a person's like, well, you're not certified on this thing. Like every job, you can get into it. And what you want to do is become an expert in something, right? You want to continue to up your skills and expertise. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't even know what I was talking about, frankly. If you're making movies, pay attention to what's going on in the frame. This is the rule. This would be the thing, right? So now if the lighting, if it doesn't look right, like, you know, fix this thing. Anyway, so I'm on my way downtown to these guys. They're in St. Jamestown in, my wife lives there. I'm just going to say that. I don't know if she's going to watch this, sweetie. I hope you don't mind. She lives there. There's this shop. Like, so I have my guys. I have a phone guy. My wife has a nice, beautiful Honda RAV, rather a Toyota RAV, RAV SUV. Right? And of course, what you want to do is get things at half price. And my sweet baby picked this goddamn thing up for 20 grand. Like it's a 40 grand car and it's got less than 20,000 clicks on it. And she picked it up for 20 grand because that's what you do. So that's more or less $20,000 is like take home pay for like 6 to 8 months of work. So she's off in Colombia. I mean, she doesn't like me talking her business, but like, sweetie, you're so amazing. It's hard not to, frankly. So I have a cell phone guy. I'm going to go all the way downtown from like Markham. Okay. It's going to take me like an hour, 2 hours. Like I plan this thing, blah, de, blah, de, blah, certified CPR. None of this means anything, right? Because you do this thing and it's like, you learn, I took this course a while ago and it's like, yo, forklift training. This is the man right here. This dude. This guy, if you ever go to his, this is the place to get certified for forklifts, okay? And the funny thing is, it's like I moved to this new apartment, okay? Like I had roommates, okay, whatever. Like I'm a poor man. I don't mind saying this. I'm out on bail, guys. In case you think I'm this much, not bail, but probation. This is my probation officer, right? So this whole fighting stuff, you're like, oh, this guy, and in case you think this is cool, it's not cool. If you don't mind going to jail, then get into fights. That's all I'm going to tell you. I got 2 Presto cards, this new crap transit system is so bad. Like you fill up one of these cards here in Toronto, like this, you go on the bus and you like tap this thing. But if you get the app and fill this thing up online, right? You put funds in your Presto card. Yo, you actually need a backup card. It's so stupid. Why? Because the bus needs to go back to the depot, I'm given to understand, in order to the servers are going to feed it the data of who's got money in their cards and all this crap. So the long story short, they're losing like millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands. I don't know. I don't care. Somebody somewhere, one of these guys, like I go around and I just shoot my mouth off and tell people what I'm thinking. And that's what sales is about. And that's what life is about. So if you have some kind of thing in your relationship or whatever, or your boss or some goddamn thing, you got to say what's on your mind. You got to say what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your fear is. This is a big one. Like in sales, you're scared. For example, you say to the guy, yo, Joe, I get the feeling that your boss is just like dangling this carrot here and he doesn't give a shit. And he's trying to keep you engaged. And then next quarter, he's going to cut ties and we're just going to be just floated down the river and whatever. Like you just talk to your champion and you tell him what's on your mind. You don't pretend the thing is not there. If you feel this thing, you gotta acknowledge this thing. Like I've been saying for years, if it occurs to you, it's relevant. If you think it, it's relevant. Anyway, this is beautiful. You know, the joys of being a Muslim, this kind of thing. So I plug in my Chromebook, get a charge. Beautiful thing. This Chromebook has like battery life. Like I want to show you this thing so bad. Like I want to show you like the reflection of this thing. It's like I'm holding it like a tray, like a waiter holds a tray, right? And you can go up and down, you can move around. I really want to make a movie on this thing. I really do. I met some guy, he was a guy who moved me from my apartment to my new place. And by the way, this forklift training place, what I was saying was, it's in Mississauga technically, which is a different transit system to the TTC, what I call the Toronto Terror Corporation. The transit system, Toronto Transit Corporation, they're fucking idiots. I'm sorry for swearing. Yo, one F-bomb and it's still R-rated, right? More than one F-bomb and then it gets like a different goddamn categorization as much as that the ratings are concerned. So guys, it's beautiful. Life is great. When I need some peace and quiet, when I need to cool down, when I need to plug in, when I need to wash up, and of course pray up. Goddamn mosque, yo. You'll be like, God, he's blaspheming inside of the Lord's house. Yo, I'm a Muslim. You're not. My wife's a Christian, so don't worry about it. Call your mom, do the right thing, and just go with it. Just go with it.